Everybody tells you to start an AI agency, but nobody tells you the first most important step, and that is choosing the right niche. And if you mess this up, the whole business fails. Well, that is okay because I am here to help you guys all out. You guys are going to be on my AI agency journey with me, and I'm going to go ahead and screen record my MacBook. I got a little presentation set up for you guys, so yeah. And if you like more content like this, you like this journey, just like and subscribe. Okay, so like we said, start an AI agency. Step 1, choosing the right niche. If you mess this up, the whole business fails, right? We already talked about that. The agenda for today that we're going to be talking about, it's all kind of the same things, but this is what is necessary to find the correct niche. So you're going to choose a niche. A lot more specific from what I've seen is a lot better. So the more specific, the better for success. Validate your niche, finding the real pain points. So what are these companies, whatever you choose, what are they, failing at? What is something that they would fail at? What's something that's difficult for them that we can solve with AI, right? AI solutions that sell. We're going to be looking at actual, solutions that we can do that sell. And, if they make money, we make money. So what makes them money, right? And then the business rule, how to get clients to pay and stay, right? Step 1, choose your niche. The problem: you cannot market to everyone. Without a specific target, your message will get lost, right? You can't, when you try and win everything, you end up losing everything, right? So that's why it's better for it to be a exact specific thing, right? I'm going to also do an example too to help you guys out. But the solution, the more specific your niche, easier marketing, clear offer, easier to sell, right? The warning: if you mess this up, the whole business fails, right? So these are just some examples: dentists, landscaping, gyms, tanning salons, restaurants. Almost any business can work as your niche, right? So this is my example, right? Retirement homes / elder care facilities, right? Where you put, where some people put their, their grandparents or great-grandparents at, right? Because they can't take care of themselves anymore, right? So the niche: retirement homes and elder care facilities, right? That's just kind of a explanation of what it is. And so basically we have to understand how these companies actually make money, right? So for elder care facilities, they operate on an occupancy-based revenue model. So the more rooms that are booked, the more money they will get, right? So what they're trying to do is just get more rooms filled, right? So how can we help them? Next step: let's validate this niche by identifying their biggest pain points and how AI can solve it. Step 2, validate the niche. The question: ask this one critical question. This might be the most important question you are going to ask yourself for the rest of your life, right? What is their biggest pain point? If you can't identify a real urgent problem that costs them money, your niche won't pay for AI services, right? So let's go to the next year. Most businesses want one thing: more money, right? I mean, that makes sense. That's why they're a business. It's to make money, right? That's why we're doing what we're doing, for money. Every business owner's primary objective is revenue growth and financial success. So we can only get there with, a few things that we can help with, right? More customers, more revenue, more growth, right? So how exactly can we do that, right? Wrong problem versus real pain point, right? All right, so this is a lot of the time people will be like, "Oh, maybe elder care facilities are kind of dirty. That's why they're not getting money," right? That's not something that someone would buy. Maybe we could make a AI cleaning schedule, right? That's not what the regular business is going to put their money into, right? They're going to put something into money that has a clear line drawn right to cash flow, right? All right, so wrong approach. Yeah, I just talked about that. So, excuse me. How AI can help. There's a lot of different things that actually, you know, that can work. If you're starting off, I would highly recommend just starting off with one pain point, one solution to someone's problems, because it might sound nice to, like, butter up the pot and stuff and throw in multiple different things, but it ends up being a lot more difficult for us, especially if you're just starting off and you're not too familiar with all these things, right? So we got AI advertising, AI chatbots, AI phone system, and the bottom line for the phone system is missed calls equals missed clients equals missed revenue, right? So that's what we're kind of doing with the AI phone system, and that's going to be in my example. So basically, I'm just going to be selling to them a 24/7, automated phone caller, never miss another call, right? And that's where a lot of missing revenue flows out of, right? So that has something to do with their sales funnel, I guess you could say. The rule of business is you help them and they pay you, right? Pretty, self-explanatory. But if you help a business make more money through AI solutions, they will happily pay you to stay and continue delivering results, right? So this foundation of a sustainable AI agency solve real revenue problems, and clients will retain your services long term. So that's not just, someone buying something and then you're out of there, right? It's a continuous revenue gain for both sides, right? So basically, when you are in this mindset of AI agency, you need to be thinking, I can only make money if they make money, right? So you really need to put these businesses first, to put yourself first, if that makes sense, because that is how you're going to make money for yourself. All right, so I wanted to come back and talk to you guys about something. And that is, something that I want you guys to all do if you guys are following along with me on this journey and stuff on creating AI agency. And what I want you guys to do is to actually write up a chart, almost, just on a piece of paper, anything. Basically, RH, retirement homes, that's what I'm doing, right? That's my niche. So we are going to actually go in these, we're going to write down pain points, okay? So, missed calls, we can do advertisement, right? And then we can also do sales funnel, right? Sales funnel is kind of just a more in-depth kind of term on how people, get someone as a client, I guess, sales funnel. So we can fix missed calls with a automated answering phone. We can do AI generated and then for sales funnel, we can do AI chatbots, right? So I just want you guys to write down pain points and, solutions to that. And in the next video, we will talk about how to figure out if that's something that we can move forward with and start making money. With that being said, in the next video coming up, we are going to learn how to validate if a niche will actually pay for AI services. We'll learn the exact steps to test demand. Subscribe to follow the journey. Watch as we build this AI agency from scratch. Like and subscribe, guys.